All right, Wednesday morning. Finally got some stuff that came in. The belt came in, fuel line came in, so we'll get the fan belt put on and the fuel tank back in. Here we go. Here's the fan belt. I'm going to size it up compared to the other ones I got here and the original one. All right, got the new fan belt on. It's a Taiwan belt. So I guess that's it's better than China, right? See, moving on to the fuel tank. All right, it's getting ready to put the tank, start working on the tank. Then I realized, yeah, I should probably button this up, getting ahead of myself. So yeah, put the shroud on there for the fan, and the recoil actually doesn't fit on here. I believe it's because of the pulley being a fan cooled. Doesn't seat all the way. So, off to the basement. I'm pretty sure this thing came with a recoil. I mean, it came with pretty much everything, except for a good carburetor. Anyhow, off to the basement to find the recoil. All right, we got the recoil on. It's the original one wouldn't work on here, so I ended up using the handle from the original one. Gonna pull the plugs out. I got ordered the right spark plugs. 8s would have been a little bit hot, not a big issue. I ordered some 9s. Check the gaps, but just a little dab of anti-seize on them. The threads on the heads probably got anti-seize from the other plugs. But yeah, gonna check spark and gonna throw a compression gauge on there. Kind of curious what the numbers are. It'll be cold, but just get an idea. Seemed like it had decent compression when I gave threw the rope, threw the recoil on and put the rope on the handle. Seemed like it had decent compression yesterday. I wasn't gonna pull anything apart, so I got out here with some new plugs. But yeah, got new plugs. Gonna check spark and just curious what the compression is gonna be. All right, gonna give her a pull. Should be able to see some spark there. So yeah, got spark. Turn the light back on over in this side of the garage and throw a gauge on it. Looks like 95-ish, 100 maybe. Well, let's hope for a little higher. I'll try the other side. Just get a curiosity of how close they are. The mag side's looking pretty much the same. All right. We can throw the BR9 ESs in there. All right. Threw the belt on a little earlier before doing the checking for spark and the compression. Yeah, those numbers aren't the greatest. I think it was about 95 or 100. They're even, but a little low. Yeah, maybe I should have threw rings in it when I had the part. Oh well. Gonna throw some fuel line on this thing. Got the fuel line. I'm gonna get tank in there and throw this belt guard on. I got some gas out back. I think it's 32 to 1. I think I'd rather run 40 to 1. So I might hold off on starting it today. To run up to the store and get some gas. But yeah, here we go. All right, moving along here. Got a fuel line hooked up to the fuel pump. Made a new internal line for the tank, just the same length as that one. Gonna throw that inside the tank and then run a filter and a shutoff valve that I have off the tank before it goes to the fuel pump. Oh, this kind of sucks. I noticed this fitting had a crack. Just noticed it, of course, as I'm putting the fuel line in. Don't know if I did that or if it happened when I pulled the original fuel line off. Who knows? I threw some glue on it for now. Yeah, probably need to find another one of those. Not even sure if I'm gonna really run both of these. I'll opt for doing the filter off of the tank before it goes to the pump. And then if I guess there's not room to put the shutoff valve in there, I'll put it here after the pump. I might do that later. If I can't squeeze it in down there, I can circle back to that. Mostly for trailering it, which this winter, don't know if this is even gonna make it up north. Probably just gonna mess around down here on the back roads and around the house with it before I throw it up on a trailer, so I could circle back to actually pull that shut off out of the lawnmower out back. Throw that in the trunk with the other spares I'm gonna throw in there. Anyhow, yeah, gonna let that dry. Looks like I'll come back out here tomorrow, and maybe I'll just feed it off this tank, or I'll just use a small tank just to hear it run. It's kind of where I'm at. I want to hear it run. Kind of been out here messing around with it here and there when I get a little bit of time, and it's getting time to hear it run. Anyhow, that's where I'm at for now. All right, here we are. It's Sunday morning. Gonna get back on the El Tigre here. I got some stuff for Santa, aka the wife. I'll show you what I got here. I got this knockoff GoPro camera. The whole bunch of attachments, helmet ones, which is really good because I see that being a lot of fun. I did have a drift camera years ago for snowmobiling, and it died, and I just never got anything new again. Just figured since I'm out here doing YouTube videos with my phone, might be nice to have an actual camera. Anyhow, back on this, found the little tripod, got that set up there. I'm gonna hook the fuel tank up. I did find a fitting online, put it on my watch list for eBay. Maybe the guy will send me an offer. You know, maybe I'll knock a few bucks off. Not gonna order one yet. Want to get some fuel in this thing, and want to get it running. A little, you know, that low. Well, it's not low. It's low compression, but it's not crazy low. Maybe the ring's got a bed in. I don't know. I didn't put any oil in or nothing. I haven't used that gauge in a long time. Last time I used that gauge, it was good. I'm assuming it's good. Yeah, last minute compression on the engine, one was like 30 pounds, one was 120 pounds. A twin. So, pretty sure the gauge is still good. But anyhow, I'm gonna quit yakking and get this tank hooked up and start jerking on this rope. Alright, got the tank in there, got the fuel filter installed down there. That fitting with the whatever that glue is, super glue, whatever it is, it held me pushing that on there. Definitely want to change it out, be my luck. Next winter I take this on a vintage ride, and who knows, if that thing breaks off. Yeah, that'd be my luck. But for around the yard here, be alright. Yep, tank's kinda inish, if you will. Got some 32-to-1 here mixed up. That's what my masking tape says. So that's what should be in there. There was like, I think, 4 gallons out there. I thought about mixing up 40-to-1 or 50-to-1, but I'm just gonna throw this in there and see what happens. Go from there. All right, get some gas in it. Bear with me here on this whole camera thing. Get this thing turned on and see what happens. All right. I think it's doing anything. Stand by. All right, believe it or not, I had this thing running. Gotta figure out how to get stuff off of there, but yeah, definitely got the plate, the motor plate. I threw the belt on. Like I said, the clutches weren't lining up great. Clearly, that's not good. Just looking at that, eyeballing it. Yeah, I did the measurements and they were out, but I had to throw a belt on there, and it's grabbing the clutch right away. Yeah, that's definitely not lined up good. Yeah, I probably have to plate the motor mount plate there. I I don't think the clutch can come in anymore. I'll take a look at that first, I guess, the secondary, see if that can go in more. Doubtful though. Yeah, probably best to take a look at the secondary first. Anyhow, I'll try to get this thing running again. It's pretty loaded up. I probably put a little bit too much fuel down the spark plug hole there. All right, New Year's Eve, here we are. Gonna, it's about getting to be a little bit later in the afternoon. Need to head in and get cleaned up. Had it running. Like I mentioned, that clutch. Yeah, I can pull. So there's a couple spacers in there I can pull out, a couple shims. I doubt it's gonna get me what I need, but I'll try that before moving the engine. It seemed like it was having trouble drawing fuel. I haven't checked compression again since I had it running. That fuel pump should draw. It should be pulling. I mean, it pulled it. It was pulling it, but it was mounted down there. And it was only pulling it like up to the curve right here, that hose. Like, and it was also a longer run. I shortened the run up, pull the filter out, shorten that up. But yeah, I'm out of time for messing with this tonight. I gotta get cleaned up. Yeah, I did. There's no video on my phone of it running. I got some on that little deal there. I'm gonna try to figure that out either late tonight or maybe when I get up. We'll see. But yeah, there you go. That's where I'm at for now. It runs, not great. Yeah, having trouble pulling fuel. Could be the carburetor. Not the carburetor, sorry. The fuel pump. It should pull fuel though. That should be a big enough pump, I would think. All I got else on pumps is dual outlet. That's not going to work. The ones I think are triple outlet even for jet ski. So I don't have another. That's the only single outlet pump I got. So maybe I'll try like an IV where I feed it, gravity feed it to the carb to eliminate that pump. First, I'm going to check that, pull that secondary off, and pull the shims out, and then yeah. But it runs, so yeah, winning. I'm farther ahead than I was yesterday. Anyhow, have a good New Year's. Take her easy.